This ankle sequence, we're just going to hook the toes and sit the bum onto the heels. And if you find that you can't sit your bum onto your heels and you need to come a bit further forward, you can just think about pressing some weight back and stretching into the feet that way. You want to think about gripping your toes down into the mat. You'll feel a lot more heat firing up into the feet that way as we sort of work into those intrinsic muscles. And just start by rocking about a little bit. We're also going to then unhook the toes and sit back, and this might also not feel quite accessible right now, so even having a bit of time sat in this position, maybe with a cushion or two underneath your bum, might help with that. And in that case, you just sort of break the sequence up rather than moving from one position to another and work towards it. You could also just come a little bit further off the heels, but we'll go back to that toe hook position, gripping down through the toes and back into our kneeling position. If the kneeling position's okay, we're going to lift one knee or lift both. We'll go back in to our toe hook, and the next thing we're going to do to add a little bit of a challenge is to actually lift the knees off the mat. So I'm gripping down through the toes to pull the knees up, and from this position, if my heels don't touch, that's fine, but if I can get them down, I'm going to work them down. When I'm in my squat, I'm going to try and think about activating the muscles in the shin. So grip down through the toes and think about pulling the knees forward. We'll go back up onto the tiptoes, with or without the use of your hands. Lower the knees to the mat. Back into that kneeling position, unhook, either staying here or lifting one or both. And from there, we'll come back into our squat. Maybe on the next one, lift up, send the knees down without the hands. Thinking about softly touching down. And back into our squat. That's our ankle sequence. We want to spend a couple of minutes in the morning or at any point throughout the day working through this sequence and any sort of variation that works for you. You could also have a go at doing this one-sided, and I can just switch, kneeling on one side then the other, bringing myself into this sort of half squat position, lifting up one leg, hooking the toes, and then bringing it back into the squat from there. Again, on the other side. So there's a couple of ways, or see if you can create your own little sequence that works for you, but really we're just working into the feet, working through the toe joints, and actually getting our feet moving and fired up, especially if they're going to be stuck inside some tight-fitting shoes all day. So it's a great time to do it when you get up in the morning. Otherwise, any point throughout the day that works for you.